It's the ambulance billing controversy exposed by Help Me Hank.
I hear from different consumers in Metro Detroit that they've been denied by Superior multiple times. We call you and the bill goes to zero. That's not right.
Yeah.
There's a big mistake there.
And that's also...
Confronting big ambulance bills tonight, Help Me Hank and the Vice President of Superior Ambulance in a new, sometimes heated interview.
Oh, yeah. The good news, the ambulance company now making some changes in order to handle all of those questions that you've been dealing with from consumers. Investigator Hank Winchester joins us now with exactly what the company is doing as a result of what you uncovered.
Yeah, and you guys have seen the stories, and many of you at home have seen how stressful this has been for people. The goal was simple here, though. We wanted to make things much easier for you. Tonight, we have critical new information to help you if you are hanging on to one of those big ambulance bills.
So why does a bill go from $9,000 when a consumer has exhausted every level of it? It's been sent to a collection agency, and then I call, and the bill goes from $9,000 to zero.
So many patients, so many stuck in the middle. Those transported by Superior. A few miles, non-emergency. The bill, thousands.
It's been like kind of scary because it's a huge bill.
It's very stressful.
Outstanding bill of $7,200 for an 11-mile ambulance ride without any sirens.
So how did we get to this point? We've now heard from more than 1,000 of you, people complaining about big bills from Superior Ambulance. Well, it all started with just one email sent to Help Me Hank, a Birmingham family complaining about an $8,000 bill. They said they were shocked. They didn't know how this happened.
We acquired
The VP of Superior Ambulance traveled to Detroit. We toured their facility.
We know where all of our resources are at all times. So over there, you'll see all the boxes. You got it.
Then it was time to ask the questions.
When you reached out to us, we took a second look at this, just like
It wasn't just
hospitals
one
do.
instance, though. There were a few.
We looked at a few. We reached out to, just like hospitals and commercial insurance does this. I've got, gosh, about 40 that.
But this is a great opportunity for Superior not to say they're all making mistakes. It's a good time for Superior to say we made a big mistake.
Well,
you did.
Superior no longer has a relationship with Blue Cross, meaning that if it's your provider, you're on the hook. The other issue, how the emergency run is coded. Time after time, we heard from people saying they were transported. No sirens, no critical care. However, it's being coded as what amounts to a life or death situation. Why?
a year ago when we went out of network with Blue Cross and patients got in the middle, that put the burden on patients. And that is something that we don't want patients to be in the middle. And we are looking at this right now. We are looking at ways that we can address this. We are looking at ways, the majority of bills, Hank, that were brought to you were critical care. These are high patients.
But time and time again, so many of you have told us that you were billed for the most critical run, but you yourself were not critical.
My photographer right there, Ben.
Yeah.
His daughter was transported.
Ben's bill battle, an example of what many of you have experienced with your own bills. It's this particular code, the SCT base rate. That alone usually means your bill will be at least $6,000, and it's for the most critical of transports.
When the hospital's calling us and ordering the level of transport, it's based on what's going on with the patient at that time and what the protocols are driving the level of transport.
But so then when you get a patient in the back of this rig that is meant for the most critical care transport, and you've got a little girl that has a tummy ache,
Yeah.
there's something wrong here.
But Hank,
and whether it's you, the hospital, the doctor ordering it, somebody is making a big mistake, and the consumer is the one getting screwed. And that's not fair.
Agreed. Agreed. Insurance should cover an ambulance when a patient needs it.
According to Superior, the hospital orders the transport and determines the level of care. Superior then bills you. Your insurance takes it from there.
In all due respect, the apology should be coming from their insurance company that didn't cover their bill.
No, it should not. This has to stop, because that is not a line that I'm accepting. It is you. When the Attorney General of Michigan raises concerns about the possibility of Superior price gouging, when the director of the Michigan Ambulatory Services comes out and says, we want to talk to you because they don't represent all other carriers in Michigan. We don't want to get a black eye on us because of what they're doing. It's on you.
We don't want patients in the middle.
Now, as a result of what we've uncovered, Superior Ambulance now making some big changes to help you.
We took a look at those and said, hey, did the patient reach out? can we reach out to the patient and assist in them in appealing with their insurance?
The AG tells us she wants to hear from you if you're stuck in the middle. This lawmaker tells me she's working on legislation to fix this problem. And Superior now tells me they're here to listen. Yes, there are many, many factors that go into billing. But most importantly, right now, a new commitment to listen to
That's
you.
what we need. And I appreciate you bringing this to light. I wish it was under different circumstances. You have our commitment to work with every single one of your viewers who has reached out. And we appreciate you coming out and learning a little bit more about ambulance and what it takes to provide the quality of service that we provide.
And we certainly appreciate the time from Superior Ambulance. They have set up a brand new hotline just for those of you watching that may be battling a big bill. That number is 248-489-5115. You can also email them at a dedicated email line that they've set up now. It's mibillinghelp@superiorambulance.com. They have a team set in place just to answer these billing questions for our viewers. Now, we're going to put all that information for you online and all our social media channels because I know that was a lot of info. But that was the goal.
Right.
What can we do to get people help with the bill? Well, they have this team now that's going to help people negotiate their bill.
And it was nice to hear her verbally say we have a commitment to the Local 4 viewers if they have complaints and concerns. So
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
great.
they get it. Listen, insurance billing, it's incredibly complicated. I'm not going to solve all of those problems overnight, but if there's a way that we can connect them with a real person
Right.
to help them understand the bill, that's the goal.
But then they mentioned like the hospital is the one who's making this order. So what are hospitals saying about
Right. I mean, again, it gets a little bit more complicated there, right? Because the doctor is ordering the transport and the level of care. Hospitals will not comment on that directly. They've said that they are working with Superior. They understand some of the challenges, but we asked them specifically, is your doctor ordering this incorrectly? No answer on that part of it. Yeah.
$6,000 for a tummy ache?
It's a lot of money.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but the good news again is that Superior is stepping it up. They're working to communicate with people better.
Good job.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Hank.
Yep.